Greetings Lunarians and Brigandine fans, I am your host, Valkyrie, back with a brand new guide video series on battle formations. This series will cover both beginner and advanced formations to help you out in your playthroughs. Today we're going to talk about the Jagged Wall formation, which looks about like this. Check it out. Boom and boom. Let's go ahead and throw it together and see what we can come up with. I'm going to start talking about dragons and the importance of breath attacks. So let me just quickly put together this Jagged Wall formation real quick. I'm going to copy my little portraits here, which is oh so nice. Put the dragon, I don't know, maybe right about there. And then I'm going to make one more and then put him right there. I'm also going to grab a sea serpent or giant snake. Still can't get it right. And we'll put him in the middle. Why not? Let's quickly go over what can possibly go inside these hexes behind the dragons and sea serpents. Potential units are going to include golems and lizards, gigases and mandrakes, and even higher level monsters like a lich or a high level angel and or demon. We of course don't want to discount leaders as well. You can also feel free to put a low level or high level knight right here in these slots as well. This is actually perfect for increasing the levels of low level knights that need to be in the front line doing melee attacks. So let's go ahead and speak about why we have the dragons and sea serpents here in the front line and the importance of breath attacks. As you all very well may know, the dragons and the sea serpents both have these breath attacks that can range from 1 to 3 hexes in a straight line, and it will damage anything that's in that zone. What this formation does for the breath attacks is it sets it up in a way to where you can hit from different angles, from 3 different angles actually. It'd be from here, also up here, and out this way. The same thing goes for every other unit that has a breath attack like the sea serpent. We can go here, we can go up, and we can go to the left as well. Same thing for this dragon over here, right, up, and to the left. So any enemy units that are occupying these particular hexes right here will be hit by any breath attacks that are coming from the Jagged Formation wall. It covers a lot of ground and also is very good for weakening the back line, which may have very dangerous casting abilities or healing spells. This is already a very powerful formation, but there is one issue that we need to fix, which is a flanking maneuver from the enemy on this side right here. We can easily get flanked if we don't protect these right and left far hexes. So you could legit put any tanking unit that you want to block that flank and it will do well. However, I will say that the optimal units to use are flying monsters and high mobility monsters. What I'm going to do is take a wyvern right here, copy and paste, and then put him right here. The reason why I put high flying units or high agility units on the far flanks is that they will have a good opportunity to flank the enemy from behind. So if enemies are populating these hexes, for example, you could very well do an easy flanking maneuver by moving the wyvern all the way around and or the rockbird to set up a flanking maneuver and pull in any other reserve unit you have in the back line to enclose the enemies on both sides. So now that we have a really nice front line formation set up, let's talk about what we can potentially put in the back line of this formation. So let's explore the best candidates that could potentially go in these hexes right here, here, and here. If we were to explore heavy-hitting magic attacks like this one right here highlighted, this is Curse. It has a range of 1 to 2 hexes. Potential other moves include Divine Ray from an angel and Exoblast from a wizard. Having this set up right here allows these big attacks to target any of these red hexes right here if populated by enemy units. This provides maximum potential for these spells, so definitely take advantage of it. And of course, with any great formation, we do need the support of heals in the back row. So let's go ahead and talk about these spells real quick. When building formations, it's very pivotal that you are able to build around the range of the heal spells. Notice the range on the heal spell, it goes from 0 to 3 hexes. Let's go ahead and see what that would look like on the grid. So if I have my healer set up in this formation right here, you can tell that any given unit on my team is at least 3 hexes away from any one unicorn. Better potential, of course, would be to move the unicorns up this way, that way you can cover more ground. However, you may want these spaces empty for other given units like centaurs and or goblins. Let's say, for example, you do not have a witch on your team and instead you have a cardinal or a priest or whatever. You can put that unit right here as well in place of the witch in order to make sure that all the units are within healing range of the cardinal spells. And if you also remember, the bishop class to cardinal class gets the holy word spell. This spell can damage any enemy units that are within 1 to 4 hexes of the cardinal. Of course, you can also make use of this with archangels and Ceres, but let's use the cardinal as the example. After casting holy word, these are the amount of enemy units you have a chance to hit with the spell. It can be a huge game changer, especially if the enemy does not have any area heals and only single target heals, or no heals at all for that matter. This can also be used as a great opportunity to cast either Genofrost and or Genoflame from the Witch class or the Wizard class. So when all is said and done, this is what your formation should look like. to optimize heals and support, damage, and frontline tanking. Granted, this formation will not be possible on all battlefields, but the majority of the time you can march towards your enemy in this fashion or defend in this fashion to have a really solid chance to victory. There are, of course, a ton of other variables with this formation that you can play around with. However, I will not spoil any of that for you. I would like you guys to get creative and let me know what you come up with this formation in particular. Brigandine fans, I really hope you enjoyed the presentation today. If you do like these guide videos in particular, please let me know in the comments below. I will be sure to make many more of them. Also, if you did enjoy it, please leave me a like, really helps with the channel as you know, and subscribe if this is your first time here and you want to see more videos like this, including guide videos and Let's Play series. If you have not caught any of my Brigandine Let's Play series, you can find all of them in the top right hand corner. And lastly, if you are not a part of the Brigandine communities such as the Engine website and or the Discord server, you can find those links in the description below. I am your host, Vakosonari. See you on the battlefield, Rune Knights. Peace. Bye.